Hey there guys, Ivan here, and we have breaking but also sad news for bodybuilding world. Our 2008 Mr. Olympia champion, the never aging, the vampire, 50 years old, Dexter Jackson, one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, is finally taking a break from bodybuilding. He is retiring in 2020. Now, even though these news are pretty sad, to see him go after all these years, or decades you can call it, it's a pretty good decision because he almost won every single pro show out there. And as far as Arnold Classics, he only didn't win the South Classic South America, and he's going to try to do that this year. And the Mr. Olympia 2020 is going to be his last show. But we're going to talk about that a little bit more after I show you how I know about this. So if you go to NPC News Online website, you will find this article. So apparently he did an interview with NPC News Online, and this is his words, and they are quoting him. "I've thought long and hard about how I want my career to end," explains Jackson. "I want to go out on my own terms. I'm still capable of winning any show I enter, and in September I'm taking one final shot at taking home a second Sando. The Olympia is the greatest show in bodybuilding, and I want my final pose done to be on that stage in Vegas against the best in the world." Dexter adds, "The 2020 Olympia will be my final contest, so I hope everyone who has supported me will be there to make it special." So there you go, guys. It is legit. If you talk about the reliable source of information in bodybuilding, that would be NPC News Online website, of course. This is not Generation Iron stuff. So even though he didn't post anything on his IG, it's legit. It's NPC News Online, and it's kind of expected. Why would he wait for his physique to go down and for him to fall out of top 10 at the Mr. Olympia or top 6 or whatever? He's still there, and he's basically, you can call it a peak of his career, even though he was second at the 2015 Mr. Olympia, and he was first, of course, in 2008, and he was top 3 for many years. It's still really good result, placing 4th in the world at 50 years of age. He was 49, almost like a month or 2 months out of being 50, still. Even if you leave that aside, he won 29 pro shows, and 9 of those were Arnold Classics. And if he wins Arnold Classics South Africa, and I think he can do that easily, he's going to have 30 pro wins. 29 is already a record, but 30 is a nice round number, and also he has 20 Mr. Olympia appearances. So imagine that, imagine ending your career like that. He would go down as one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. You could argue, is it him or Ronnie Coleman or Phil Heath or maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he is definitely one of the top guys who achieved one of the biggest achievements that you can win, that you can actually achieve as a bodybuilder. Just imagine doing something like him, winning so many pro shows. It's insane. It's insane. And competing at the highest level at 50 years of age. It's just amazing. But don't be too sad, guys. We still have about 7 months before the Mr. Olympia, so we also have to see him at the Arnold Classic in 2 weeks, and then also Arnold Classic Australia. Yeah, he's doing Australia also, and South America. So I hope he's going to win the South America. I'm expecting him to be in the top 3 or maybe even top 2 at the Arnold Classic Ohio, maybe even win it. It's not impossible. And then later at the Mr. Olympia, we'll see how will he do, but I'm not doubting that he can crack the top 4, top 5, at least top 6. So no, it's not over yet. We still have to see him at a couple of more shows. And many of these bodybuilders retire and then they come back. But I just don't think Dexter will do something like that. I think he is the person of high integrity. So I think when he retires, that's gonna be it for him. But he will retire on a high horse. So great. It's not enough to just say great career. One video of even bodybuilding doesn't really cut it. We need much more to appreciate this kind of career in bodybuilding. But that's all I can say, really. It's really amazing, and I think guys being passionate about bodybuilding and being inspired, just like I am right now, I think this is why he was doing all this. And I think this is what we all want to achieve one day. To have other people, new people, young people be inspired and be motivated by your effort, by your achievements. And Dexter Jackson is one of the greats who has done just that. So guys, tell me down below, what do you think about this? Do you think it's a smart move for him to end his career right now? Whatever you want to say about Dexter, just say it down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more bodybuilding news like this. All the best guys and bye bye.